educated and trained and experienced in the city of Flint. We have multiple services that we can offer as far as medical social workers, physical therapy. What we plan to do is to utilize the staff that we have on hand to go out and educate the community, educate the parents of pediatric patients who have been affected by this lead crisis. We have behavioral health nurses that can go out and assist patients with their needs relative to their lead poisoning. We think that we have a good opportunity to collaborate with the city of Flint through these services to help educate across the board, doing testing in the homes and in the fire stations that we're already a part of, to make ourselves available so that the community has on hand resources to help them with testing and monitoring and retesting and education and nutritional intervention. That's what we plan to provide, and we thank you for your time reading over the proposal, and we thank you for your support.
Thank you. Mr. President, my name is Gerald Buchanan, and in closing, I do project development work for Universal EMS, and through you, Mr. President, to the council, we thank you for hearing us, and we thank Madam Mayor for being here. Most people here don't know that we already work out of 3 fire stations and provide great services throughout the city of Flint. The people that work for Universal EMS, we strongly believe that Flint lives matter. We strongly believe that Flint jobs matter. We strongly believe, as the mayor and others believe, that the money to come here should hire Flint people. And it would be a crying shame if we get millions of dollars that come into our community and the poverty level in Flint stays at 40%.
That's right.
Our job here is to make sure that when they send that money to our community, I'll say our, I live here, my mother and my grandkids, we all live here. We need to drop the chronic poverty level in this city below 40%. We need to create jobs. We need to give people in this community hope. I don't know anything about laying pipes. I'm not a plumber and I'm not an excavator, but I sure can tell you about economic development. And I sure can tell you about a crisis. Everyone from Machiavelli to President Obama says a crying shame if the community has a crisis and the people that were impacted negatively don't get some financial success out of it. That's a crying shame. I'm not here, we don't want to be controversial. We just want to see some of these kids that carry their signs that say Flint Lives Matter have a job. We want to see their mothers and fathers have a job. It almost brought tears to my eye, Councilman Davis, my little granddaughter, 6 years old. She said, Bookie, I drank this Flint water. Is that what stopped me from getting a college education like Harmony? That's my oldest at the University of Michigan. And I said, baby, I'm retired, I'm out of this. But I'm out of retirement now. I'm gonna fight and do everything I can to make sure that the mayor and her staff get the type of economic development dollars that this city deserves. And these aren't my words. Governor Snyder said a month ago, he should fix the pipes in Flint, we should do something with education, we should do something with nutrition, and he also said this: if I'm gonna help the residents of the city of Flint, I'm gonna make sure Flint gets some economic and community development dollars. Let's keep his feet to the fire. We gotta keep his feet to the fire, and we need jobs. The poverty level in Tibet, Mount Everest, is only 33%. It's a crying shame that we live in an industrialized society and our poverty level is 40%. You can fix every pipe you want to in the city of Flint, but it's a crying shame when people turn on the faucet and can't afford a glass. We want to give them a job. We already hire people here. We're looking to develop on the Cloud Road Medical Corps. We want to develop on Cloud Home. We're looking at the northern site. One of the major problems that we have here with community development is redlining. If the governor is committed to his words of bringing economic and community development dollars to Flint, and one fellow swoop of his pen, he can end redlining in low-income areas in this community. We want dollars invested, Davis, Jackie. We want dollars here. I want them pipes fixed. The mayor was absolutely right. She wants them fixed now. We want jobs now. You got the National Guard knocking on my mama's door, bringing water. They can hire some kids to do that. These are the things we're looking for. We all may have disagreements with one another, but I believe the mayor and I and others are on the same page. She has a right to spend those dollars the way that a strong mayor should spend those dollars, and not have people dictate all the time how we spend our money. Council needs to have input. These people are making decisions on who changed our lives, and we're not even at the table, Council. All I want to do is to have you guys advocate for companies like Benton and Julius that invest in Flint, not when there's a crisis, but they've been investing in Flint, and they've been hiring in Flint, and they give community people